Hey guys, Harry's here. Hey, have you ever wondered how to get your website, your marine business boat dealer website to rank higher on search engines? Well, today I'm here to share with you 6 tips on how to get your website ranking. I will go straight up. The number 1 is to, if you're already in the business, that's one thing, but if you're just starting out and new to this game, get a very short URL, and I'm gonna go into detail on every one of these. The second thing you want to do is choose the right keywords and having good content based on those keywords. The third thing that you want to do is optimize your web pages so that the title tags, all the meta tags are correct, and add schema to your website and your web pages. Fourth thing that we're gonna go over is link building. How do you go about link building? What you need to do, what you need to know, and how to get there, right? And then the fifth thing is deletes. How to go about measuring the pages that are really performing on your website, and the ones that are not performing, actually possibly even hurting your business, hurting you. How do we notify them and delete them? And then the sixth thing we're gonna share with you is video is in, and you have to create videos for your business. And no, you do not have to be a professional. We can do this together. So let's roll it. So we're gonna go number 1. So if you're just starting out, find a URL, a domain name that is very easy to remember. This is a little bit trickier nowadays because there's lots of domain names that have been purchased, so all the good domain names have been taken, but there are also plenty of good domain names out there if you put some creativity behind your name, your new business name, or updating your domain name for your business. So some of the domain name that's very easy to remember, but that's if you don't have a domain name yet. If you already have a domain name, it's already well ranking, a lot of people know of it, leave it as is, you still can get ranking for it. I highly recommend that you find also a shorter domain name so that you can share with people. That's very easy to redirect to the bigger one. Or maybe you get an even easier to remember domain name that you can redirect the old domain name to the new domain name. So a shorter domain name is very good for you because people can remember it, and also it's very easy for search engine to just index this for you. It's a great way to get people to remember your domain name. Number 2 is choose the best keywords for your website, your company, or product or services. The best keyword is something that you cannot just make that up. It's not hard to actually research, find out what are some of the best keywords that are relevant to your industry, to your product, your service, or the type of business that you are in. For us here, we actually have a ton of resources and even a keyword list for dealership itself. So the way you search those keywords, there are a few tools that you can use, but the first thing that you want to do is making sure you use some of the most popular of these tools that are already available to most people, and oftentimes are free. So the first one you want to look at is Google Keyword Planner. That's the cheapest, easiest in the market. Now, there are other very powerful tools out there, but this is the free one that's available to everyone. And you can also use Ahref. This is very popular tools, very well known. SEMrush is also very popular. There are a ton of other tools out there, but those are the 3 that if you know how to use them, or your team know how to use them, you should be able to do lots of work around this and get the proper keywords that you need based on the brand you carry, the models you carry, and really your location as well. The other thing that you want to do is, based on those keywords, when you determine those keywords that you have, you can actually create a lot of good content. That's why you see lots of businesses have a blog inside their website. Now, blog posts are not as effective as they used to be, but they are still better than nothing. So it's better to have them than not having anything at all. What I do recommend though is create content, very well written, directive, very relevant content that are long tail content. So for example, a 2000 word piece of content is really an article and what they call cornerstone pages or pillar pages that really detail out specific information. Sometimes this information could really look like a blog post, but it's more than just 500, 1000 words. A good example is if you carry brand A and then the other guy carry brand B, you can put a comparison article about those two brands. And if it's very well written and very well optimized, often I see that some of those articles are the fastest to get up there and get people to see you right away. So it's very good to compare the brand that you carry versus the other brand. And sometimes your own manufacturer don't do a good job. Most of their websites are not optimized anyway. So if you are a dealer, it's better for you to do your own optimization on your website and get ranking for that specific brand yourself. Number 3 is optimize your title tag on your website. Your title tab, you might heard of people refer to it as the meta tags of your website. That's include the title tag itself that sit right at the very top of your browser, and inside of the behind the code there is what they call the keyword and the description. And there's a lot of little things that go on inside the meta tag as well, but those are the 3 things that are very well known and almost anyone can actually go and make those updates, especially if you use a very familiar CMS that the market is very easy to update. The other thing that you might want to look into is using schema. Schema is basically, without going into too much detail, is the process of telling the search engines who you are, what you do, what that page is all about, without letting them in. They're still gonna come in, but you actually provide them the very specific information they need to know so that they can index you for that specific information. And you can go to schema.org to get all that information, how to actually update a page on your website to ensure, and you can see the difference. Update 1 page or 2 pages with schema on your website. Take a look at, make those little optimization we're gonna go over, and then you will see the difference in a week or 2 or a month. Okay, the other things that I would highly recommend that you do when you are updating your pages, your web pages, is create modifier for the page title. Put a year, the review, free shipping or checklist or free consultation, things of that nature within the title tag of that page. So for example, you carry brand ABC on your title tag page, you could say ABC model X, Y, and Z 2023. You see what I just did there? So I put the brand, the model, and the year of that model inside that inside that one page. So within that page, this is the title of the page. I include some of the keywords that are relevant to that title. Inside the keywords, the description, it's also a description that relevant to the title tag. And then inside the page that I write are content that very relevant to ABC brand that I wrote about, which the model X, Y, and Z / year 2023. I put the detail there. Those are relevant, very precise information. It's very critical. You must do that. One of the things that's on the rise at the moment also is adding a number to your URL to the title tag that the search engine picked up. Number 4, link building. There are a few different ways you can start link building. So you can either reach out to the people that you already know in the market and then ask them to link to your website, and then in return you will link to their website. But also the other ways you can do that is actually reach out directly and even offer incentive to do that. So the first thing you want to do is create an email campaign. You can create an email campaign that's fairly automated to request link back to your website, and those links you can offer them for incentive articles that you write about specific things. And also, if you already carry a few brands, ask those brands to actually have your website within their website. So for example, if you're a boat dealer, you will carry Volvo, you carry Yamaha, Suzuki, you carry Mercury, and all the other brands you carry, and you also carry 3, 4, 5 different boats brand, then all those different brands, actually you can get them to make sure you get link, give you a hot link or cold link, whatever that might be, and we can talk about that later more. but make sure you get linked back. Most nonprofits are very good ranking in search engines, so you should be able to take advantage of that by simply being friend with them, I guess. Another good resource you want to check, there is a extension called Check My Links in Google Chrome. So if you have Google installed on your computer as a browser, you can install Check My Links, and then on Check My Links you can actually look at any working links within your website, and then if you have pages that the contents are linked to, you can actually update some of those links. And if there are links that already old on your website, you can create new content for those links as well. Another thing that you can do with Check My Links is go to some of the websites that you would like your website to rank from and check out working links on those same website, just like you just did for your site, but now you're doing it for someone else's website. That's why I mentioned to do that first on your website, so you can test out your website and check it out, and then you do it for those people that you want them to link back to you. Check out their website and then go in there and you can say, hey Mr. BC, I went to your website, awesome things that you have. Always come up with a compliment, right? Awesome the things that you have, I love X, Y, and Z. Congrats on this 2050 of in business. I was checking this page on your website, the link is working, just I would give you a shot and let you know. And by the way, I would love to do a link exchange with you. Would you be interested? Actually, I even have an article about X, Y, and Z. Would you be interested on using it on your website and just give me a link back? All of that can be very, very, very useful in terms of getting links back to your website. Now, the next thing you want to do for your website is building, obviously, a higher authority around the other industry heavyweight that you are in. For both dealers and marine business in general, I would tell you some of the high power websites that even themselves may not realize how powerful they are, but they are. The MRA website is actually very, very good resource because of where it sits on the chain. The Marine Industry Association across the board, most of their websites are very, very efficient to get good links back to. The same as MMA website is actually a good website to get linked to. Go boarding, all of the different links that are relevant to your industry, to your boat dealer, are very important website to get linked to. So make sure you get your links back to them. That's all for number 4, which is link building. Let's go to number 5. Delete underperforming pages. The way you do that is do an audit on your website. There are tons of tools that actually you can do that audit on, but as I already mentioned, SEMrush is a very good tools. There are paid version, there are free version for personal use. There are Ahrefs website that's awesome. There is Uber Suggest by Neil Patel. You can actually use any of these tools to actually look at the underperforming pages on your website. There is no point of keeping underperforming pages on your website because you could just remove them and keep the one that's actually bring people in, that's actually performing, that actually bring money on the site. So remove them, they don't serve you any purpose. Number 6, video. So video is very interesting. Do you know the second largest search engine in the world today is YouTube? Well, interestingly, YouTube only provide videos. So in a way, it's not just YouTube, but the amount of content people consume on a daily basis just from video alone, it's huge. And the advantage for you, it's still early in the game, so you should start creating videos for your dealer, giving tours around the dealership, around different models and new models that coming in. Every time one of them come in, you should get one of your salesmen or the marketing coordinator at your company that's comfortable in front of camera to shoot those videos and then get this video up edited and put them on YouTube. What you want to do for this though is you want to use that keyword planner we talked about earlier. Use that to identify the keywords that you're gonna use for inside those videos. When those videos get submitted on YouTube or whatever channel you use, make sure they are well optimized so that they can be optimized based on the keyword that you upload so that user can find them easily. And there are tons of other boating communities online that you can actually share those videos with. So make sure to have those videos share across the board. But if anything, you can actually shoot some of those videos, interestingly, upload them on YouTube. And because if you are a boat dealer, you've been in business for a little bit by now, you probably have a customer base that you dealt with over the years. What you can do with that customer base, we're not gonna go into the email list here, but the reason I'm bringing this up is because you can basically shoot a video of new model that's come in. If you already have a CRM, you already have a list of this customer, what they bought, when they buy that specific model, and you can actually send a mass email out, and you can really personalize that email as much as you want if you have the data. You know their name, where they live, what kind of boat they bought, when they bought it with that model. You can basically send in a very personalized email. It could be one email, but because you use the data that you already have, you could say, hey Johnny, I know you bought a Grilly White in 2018 Freedom 275. We're really looking forward to see how that boat. We would love to hear the news, but by the way, here's the new model for 2023 2024 that's coming out. Check out some of the new gear that's coming out. Those are the same customer that bought that boat in 2018 might be interested or could have been in the market. Maybe they're looking to upgrade. So there's a lot of different things you can entice your existing customer base to buy with those videos, not just from an SEO perspective. I know we're talking about SEO, but I thought I would drop these little gems in terms of how you get your email base, your existing customer excited about product that they bought before, and that new type of the same product, but the new level of product you have coming in, and then you can upsell it to them. All right, that's it. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification button so you are the first to know when those new videos come out. Thanks guys. See you later. Peace.